Now we know a teacher can have a life-changing impact on any individual student, but it's not just improving grades, it's changing that person's future, their family's future. It's a generational impact. And our next speaker is a testament to how one teacher can change your trajectory in life. Leron McAdoo is an educator dedicated to shaping the creative minds of students at Central High in Little Rock. As a young student himself, he faced numerous hurdles, grappling with literacy and academic struggles. However, his life took a profound turn when he encountered Mr. Robert Drake, his sixth grade teacher. Recognizing Leron's innate creativity, Mr. Drake fostered an environment of freedom and expression in his classroom, and that ignited a passion for learning and self-expression. This pivotal encounter set Leron on a path of academic and personal growth. He emerged from his academic struggles, not only catching up, but then surpassing expectations. From a third grade student recommended to repeat a school year, he transformed into a high school honor student, achieving academic scholarships along the way. In addition to his accomplishments in the classroom, Leron McAdoo is also a 2021-22 Teach Plus Arkansas Policy Fellow, where he contributes his expertise and insights to shape education policies that benefit both students and teachers. Please welcome Leron McAdoo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the McAdoo. My name is Leron McAdoo, Ron Mac, the hip optimist, the main sticker, miscellaneous. Everybody say, get Mactivated.
Get Mactivated.
Say, get Mactivated.
Get Mactivated.
Well, you know, that's how I start my classes nowadays. I want to make sure everybody is ready to have some fun. And maybe I'll tell you a little bit about me. Actually, the introduction did that. It was all the things in my bio, right? It was things like the entrepreneur who founded Backyard, the Arkansas godfather of hip hop, a national slam poet, an Arkansas bestseller, an artist, someone who owns an art gallery, TV and radio personality, a Teach Plus fellow, 30 plus years in the classroom, 30 plus years. Currently at the historic Central High School, and the one who created Mactivated, the motivational brand. That's some great things. As a matter of fact, I made some great accomplishments, but you know, it pales in comparison to the events that made me who I am. Those are the most important things, because those events are the ones where the life lessons are. I was an illiterate third grader. They wanted to hold me back. They wanted to retain me. And you know, the life lesson in that was make a plan or face a plan. If you don't make a plan for yourself, somebody else will have a plan for you. So the school had a plan for me. Their plan for me was, there's a third grade teacher who actually needs another student, so we need you to be in her classroom so her class can make. And they actually told my mother that. The prison system, you know, they had a plan. Their plan is, look at the test scores of third graders and determine how many jail cells we need. But my mother had a different plan. And because of her plan, I'm not in that cell that they built for me. What happened was, she had a type of look, a type of energy. She had a type of understanding that she was getting across. Even though she may not have said these words, this is what she was saying. I don't care if you take my son through 2 years of the same curriculum, and at the end of that journey, he's brilliant, he's a genius, he's the best and smartest third grader ever, give me a dumb fourth grader. Now, mind you, my mother hates that story. She didn't like the way I put those words together, but that was the feeling that she had. That was the energy that she had. Let my son progress and move on. And we moved on, and moved on. And by the 6th grade, I had been to 6 different schools, y'all. Moved a lot. But something happened in the 6th grade that changed my life. 3 very big things. The first thing, the culture of hip hop, it spread across the world. And I caught a hold to it. My cousin, Big Milk, thanks Milk, he introduced me. Then you had people who moved from the Bronx, New York, into the school I was in Kansas City, Missouri, and they showed me hip hop. All the elements, breaking, DJing, rapping, graffiti, and I participated in all that. The second thing that blew my mind was comic books. I always knew I loved to draw, I just didn't know it was comic books that I wanted to draw the most. Thank you, Stan Lee. So, to put all this together, the third thing was a teacher named Mr. Drake. Robert Drake, my 6th grade teacher, the first black male teacher that I had ever encountered. He was right there, assessing, being aware, making sure that the life lesson of competence is confidence was learned in a major way. I knew that nobody could beat me doing this. No one could beat me drawing Spider-Man. I didn't have to be the fastest runner. I didn't have to be the one that could move and manipulate items because I had a lane of my own that I had. That was my competence. And my confidence grew out of that. So he bridged my interest with the things that I needed the information with. And that's student-centered learning. That's when you move the needle academically. And that's when I became a scholar. I was a scholar at school, but in the community, everyone does not like to have graffiti on their walls or some young child trespassing on their property or trying to figure out how this kid and his friends acquired all this spray paint. So I had a little record. Unfortunately, my father was a minister, and he taught me a life lesson. For a different circumstance, stand in a different circle. Go from a disciplined, needing young child to a red ed circle? What? Like I said, unfortunately, my father was a minister. And he had this manual of sorts that he would reference. And in there, it had a passage about a child and a rod. Oh, you're familiar with it. All right, so he promptly showed me how to move from one circle to the next, from a vandal circle to a well-behaved circle. And I moved forward. Unfortunately, he was a minister But fortunately, my father was a minister. And we had an attorney in our church who advised him to wear his white collar when he went to court. You don't know how many lives that white collar has really saved, including myself. So moving on, we moved on. Moved a lot. I was tired of moving. I was tired of moving. I was tired of moving. I was tired of what? Moving. I was tired of moving. So my solution to that problem was, let me move. You say, what? So as I was about to enter the 12th grade, my father got a new church in another city, and he was going to move out of the city. I said, Pops, I don't want to move. I want to stay in this city and graduate in my high school. We made arrangements and made it happen. The life lesson? Be dareful, not careful. So many people are stuck in hesitation. So many people are stuck in being cautious. So many people are just moving carefully through life. The reward is in the risk. If you truly want to find the reward and look through our history, it doesn't come being cautious and waiting for the perfect time, the perfect speech, the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect person. You got to roll with what you got. You got to be dareful. You can't just be careful. So I moved on, and I moved on, and I graduated from high school with honors. I got into college on scholarship, and an academic scholarship, mind you. And once I stacked those scholarships together, I actually went to school practically free on academics. But the smartest person of my parents' 3 children is probably my brother, Charlie Elwood McAdoo II, or shall I say Dr. McAdoo. He was in high school at the time. I was in college, and he came to me and we had a conversation, and he said, Ron, Mac, man, I'm tired of people looking over us, man. They don't understand that we the best kept secret in hip hop. I said, I know, man, the world doesn't know. What should we do? He said, let's stop waiting for them. I said, what? And build our own company. So in college, I became an entrepreneur, and we both started Backyard Enterprises. And because of that, I am now considered Arkansas's hip hop godfather. So we moved on and moved on. The life lesson from that was the pain of reaching, is so much more satisfying than the pain of regret. So many people look at pain, look at struggle, look at strife, look at stress, and are paralyzed. Pain is coming regardless. So we may as well reach while we're in it so that we can benefit from it. How do you think muscles are made? You have to strain them. You have to rip them. And then when they grow back stronger. That's what has to happen. We have to, if we're going to go through pain in life anyway, let's do it by reaching instead of leaving ourselves and our regret and our insecurities. We moved and moved. I graduated from college with honors. I got a job immediately after looking for one as a school teacher. And I promise I was not trying to get in trouble. I was not trying to make waves. But lo and behold, the principal and I had a conversation that ended in me getting recommended for termination. I went home. I closed the door. Saw my wife. I said, "Wife, what shall I do?" And there was a life lesson. Adversity builds identity. She said, "Whatever you decide, I'm 100% behind you." Do you mean the seed that's already within me can be allowed to grow into the tree it needs to grow into and branch out and bear fruit to feed this family? And that's what happened. You mean I can turn into the person I need to be? It's already inside of me. I can actually let that person out. I can become the greatness that I need to be. All that potential can be realized. I can actually let this fertile soil of adversity allow my identity to grow, who I really am to grow. I can't unsee the reflection I saw in the mirror. I can't unsee the determination that was on my face. I can't unsee the sense of responsibility I saw within my being. That adversity built my identity, and I moved on. And so my bio is really filled with those events that made me who I am. All those accomplishments, that's gravy. I had to go through something and get to somewhere. And that was the making of me. I was made by all of those things that came my way. And I was able to glean those life lessons. And so as we move through our lives, we'll think about things that people want to make. They want to make fame. They want to make fortune. They want to make friends. But if you don't make yourself whole first, it won't matter. They want to make a career. They want to make good connections. They want to make all of these things. But if you don't make yourself whole first, it's a hollow victory. They may want to make it, and they didn't make it. And they're depressed because they didn't make friends. They didn't make family. They didn't make fame. They didn't make fortune. And they're so depressed because they didn't make themselves, they hurt themselves. It becomes fatal when you don't make those things and depressed about it and don't make yourself, or even make those things and don't make yourself. How many celebrities have we seen who made good connections, made good friends, made good career moves, made good money? And it was fatal because they hadn't made themselves whole. And for me, making yourself whole is a spiritual thing. So there's a challenge I issue to us. That's right. Myself as well as you. That as we go through our making, we make ourselves whole first. And I'll sum it up with this poem. I call The Making. On the axis of life, guide your way to stay true to form. X stands for what you have special beyond the norm. And Y? Y stands for the reason you were born. So decide what you're going to make. Life is 10% the faith you're giving, 90% how much you're driven, glued together by a touch of vision, because the road to success is under construction. So use drive and pay attention to when the signs change. Because it's constant detours defining your lane. Your destination is your true intention. And oh yeah, it's true. Intentions are just thoughts. And thoughts may be unseen, but thoughts, when caught, become things. You think trouble and pain and change appear along with fear like you're the only one here. Think success and greatness and access to the sacred matrix can come clear. Because whatever you look for, you will see. Whatever you search, you will find and locate. So realize the ball is in your court to face. The goal is yours to create. The top of the key is your destiny. Continue to rebound from fate. But understand that you miss every shot that you don't take. So why wait? It's time to decide what you're going to make. Look, don't let walls Jericho you. Don't let doubt fear you from your call. Don't let fear Goliath you. Look how all of them fail after standing tall, and recognize everything between you and your purpose will fall, so brace yourself. Understand that you were built to amaze through this maze of stress. And when you amaze yourself, understand that's proof of God from the core. You got great in store. But if you're ungrateful for what you got, why should God bless you with more to be ungrateful for? So break cannots in the cans. Make dreams into plans. And take failure as a lesson and learn well, because most of what you try will fail, but all of what will fail, stop to try. Consider what you would do if this was your last 24 hours to live, because what the power is knowing you got to plot your time. This is the type of passion you pull close. So decide what you're going to make. There's no too old, too hard, too late, too disadvantaged, too poor, too prone to mistakes. But there are second wins, second times around, and second chances, the power beyond the pain. Don't ask a child what they want to be. Ask them what they want to change. Don't bury your calling. Plant those seeds where you stay true. So when you find the grind and break through, you will see the shine you deserve to embrace you. The divine that makes you. Are you just going to accept or be exceptional? A doer, a giver, a thinker, an achiever. Cut those chaos keepers, but bond with believers. Stop asking yourself who's going to let you be great when the question is, who can dare stop you? Be persistent. Decide whether you're going to make excuses or a difference. Welcome your ambition. Decide whether you're going to make excuses or a difference. Know the X and Y of your existence. Don't make excuses. Make a difference, because your destiny is to be great. All history should know your name. Hold on through doubt. Be strong. Please know your destiny is great. Thank you.